Hey everybody, today I'm sharing another spread in my square art journal. That's the one from Action that I use almost all the time because I haven't found one that is better and at the same price level or a similar price level. So I really like it. I love the format. I love that it lays flat, and I'm starting out by adhering some collage papers to this page, and there is already some stencil pattern on there. I did this way back before I did the other spread on the right side, um, and I did it with black acrylic paint, and I sponged through the stencil, and once that was dry, I covered the whole page with clear gesso so I could work over the top with any kinds of materials. As I use collage this time, that wouldn't have been necessary, so it doesn't matter at all. I just could have left it as it was. Um, but I always like the clear gesso because you have the freedom to use the pages in the way you like, especially because the paper in this book is not very, very good. Yeah, I'm arranging a jelly print on this page, and I grabbed a brand new one because I ran out of all these scraps almost. I have just a few left, and now I'm able to just use some brand new papers. In the past, I jelly printed two whole spiral bound A4 sketchbooks, uh, front and back side of each paper with my jelly plate. And now I really enjoy using these papers, flicking through them and picking out the ones I like for my projects. If you want to see some jelly printing videos on how I print in my sketchbooks, I hopefully will not forget to link it up in the top right corner info box so you can check that out. There is also a video available for the page on the right. I will also try to link that up so you can watch it if you like to. I used a little house as my focal image on this. For today, I have no idea what I wanted to do. At first, I thought because of that clear gesso, I would use maybe watercolor over the top, but then I decided to work with Neocolor crayons. I'm adhering the paper with gel medium. Not sure why I didn't use the... Oh yes, I didn't use the glue stick because I planned to work over the top with watercolors or inks. Otherwise, that also would have, I think, worked with the glue stick. Maybe because I also will use a bit of water with the Neocolors. It it was the right way to glue it down with gel medium. Usually I adhere my papers with a glue stick and then I cover the whole page with clear gesso. Yeah, sometimes I do things differently. I think it doesn't matter at all. By the way, I wanted to tell you that we have a sale going on over in our shop. There is a 10% off code for the whole site, so for your whole order, on every product, even on the already reduced products. We are waiting for new stamps and stencils, and we need to clean up a little bit of storage space for them, so we decided to make a little sale with 10% off. I will put the code in the video description, and you can also find that over on my blog and over on our blog on the website. And it's also, I think, already posted over on Instagram. For the jelly print I'm using here, I also used stencils to create the texture, but I think I used the stencils, the paper that I embossed with the stencils with my die cutting machine. I think maybe I will have this jelly print in the video, but I don't know. but the technique how I make them is definitely shared in one of the jelly printing videos. Maybe I'm not going to link up a video, I am going to link up the whole playlist with the jelly printing sessions. I now want to blend in these colors a little bit more by applying some white gesso. And I use a palette knife to just scrape the paint down. I think that gives a really interesting texture, and it's different to a brush stroke. Sometimes I use the gesso just with my fingers and move it around. That's also quite different. So I really like to work with different ways of using materials to create other textures, but also brings depth to a piece. I use this technique also a lot in my sketchbook when I'm sketching. I try to make my marks, even if I'm using just one type of material, differently and layer those up, because that brings you the interest. If you like my video, it would be really nice if you take the time and leave a comment underneath, give it a thumbs up, and if you are enjoying the videos, I have a YouTube membership where I share a longer process video every other Saturday. It's always something different, not always it's different, but we go through different subjects and do different things. I will link up the playlist for you so you can see what's already there. There are also some bonus videos where I just made stuff in between and uploaded that. Check it out. I think we have already a really nice collection of videos. I used a baby wipe here to just remove some of the paint from the printed papers, and that also blends in the edges a little bit more. And I really like that this that gesso brings the whole page together, I feel. This now has to dry, and then I come back and we will add some color with the Neocolors. Before I go in with the crayons, I wanted to do some stamping and bring in a little bit more interest and texture, because there is not so much going on regarding some different textures or patterns. I really like these number stamps. I think they work so well for all kinds of projects, just to bring in something to the background that's unusual. And I just randomly grab some of the mixed media stamps and use StazOn ink to just spread them over the page. I try to not overload the page. I try to keep some white space, so I would not stamp over the whole white areas. I mainly stamp in the areas where there is the transition between the collage and the white. So that just blends it even more, and it also adds another layer for depth. I'm going to link up all the products I'm using in the video description. For the Neocolors, I'm picking some that are matching the background already. I grabbed a turquoise, a yellow, and a magenta, but I think I will, and also lighter green. I think I will exchange the yellow to a more warmer yellow, because that matches the page a little bit more. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of these colors. I think I stay with quite a limited palette. I really like the Neocolors. Whenever I'm not sure what I want to do or what material to use, these are the ones I think about first, because they are so nice to work with. They are super versatile. You can use them wet, you can use them dry, you can um, yeah, make them more transparent by diluting them with water, and they can be very opaque when you use them purely. And here I just use my fingers to blend the colors around. And that's, I would say, the most intuitive step in that creation. And I really like, here I grabbed a darker yellow, and I really like doing that because that's a very relaxing part. Not so much technical because of the beginning, it's more technical to glue down the papers and then to maybe see if you can blend the background a bit smoother. And this is more the part where the creativity comes in a bit more, and it's just fun, I think, playing around with paints and my fingers. I added quite a lot water, so this needs a little bit of drying time, and I think I let it sit for some minutes. And then in the meantime, I had a look through my stash, which focal points I might use and what would fit. And I decided to use a collage photo element that I made and combine that with a piece of black collage paper to just make it pop up more from the background. And here, that's just a paper where I've cleaned my brayer from jelly printing. And there's also, I think, a leaf print on it from our autumn leaf stamp set, because I think I just used it and stamped on the jelly plate to make a pattern. And I think that just made it on this paper. And I'm just arranging the snippets of paper and the collage photo element. And then I'm going to adhere those with my glue stick. It might have been a bit easier maybe with the wet glue, because I already told you the page is quite bent because it's very thick underneath, and that it's a bit hard for the glue to stick on because the paper wants to come up. So wet glue might have been a bit quicker to work with, but that's just fine as it is. I'm using the Tombow glue stick. I don't like any other glue sticks. Well, the one from Craftelier is also not bad. It's also a white one, but if you use it, you don't get that big amount of glue off on your paper. But that's usually what happens when you use a Yoo-hoo or Prit glue stick, and I really hate that. And the Tombow is totally different. I have no idea um, what the difference is, but it's very smooth. The paper doesn't buckle when you apply the glue, and it's also nice because if you leave it open, it builds up a skin that you then can remove and use the glue stick. It will not dry out completely, just at the top. And I also like it because you have always a little bit of time to change your decision and remove the paper for about 30 seconds, I would say. I decided to pick some wet glue for the focal image because it's very thick. It's stacked up paper. It has some stamps glued down. These are flowers from the Pencil Marks 4 stamp set and a butterfly from Pencil Marks 8, I think. To finish up the page, I go in with the Neocolor crayons again, and I use them dry this time to make some marks. I decided to go with some really big marks because there are a lot of details already on the background, and we don't need those details because that would just become too busy. So I try to bring in something more flat and add some bigger marks to the background. I think I might have made the collage for the elements also in a video for my members, but I don't know. I know we had, I think, about 2 videos where I did collage fodder, and it might have been in one of them. Yeah, if I find it, I will try to link it anywhere, or as I said, I will link the whole playlist. That might be easier. Yeah, I think I really like how this page turned out. I will give you a link to the blog post. You can have a look at the close-up images, and I will, of course, leave you with a photo. And I hope you enjoyed that video and you are a little bit inspired and wanted to create your own. And then I hopefully will see you next time. Bye.